to start.
Williamson splits the double team right to
Of the defense allows for the drive and kick for a good three-point look.
Williamson on second effort. Frenchie speaks it pretty well.
That's one heck of a catch, huh?
Got a lot going on. The #1 rated recruit by ESPN a year ago. There goes his partner in crime. Teamed, actually triple teamed because of the baseline, able to get it out to Reynolds. Around it out. Zion Williamson, long pass ahead, finds Barrett. Back to #1, and Zion
worked too well so far here early in this game.
Carroll spins, fades away. That's in and out. Williamson explodes to the goal.
Need a lot more of that tonight. The number's 12-15 for Hartford.
Zion Williamson with the putback. As John Gallagher wants to protect his best player from picking up a third foul. Williamson, offensive rebound. You can't defend. Or cut for John Carroll to start off the second half for Hartford.
Yeah, that time Marquise Bolden, number 20 in white, caught looking at the basketball. And when you catch a guy looking and his head's to you should cut to the basket. And that's exactly what the Hawks did there. This guy, number 2, Cam Reddish, has got to get it going. He's averaging 16 points on the year, 1 from 8 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3, 2 points in that first half.
Way, but right to Jones. Williamson with the foul.
Struggled early, but their point guard, Frank Howard, is back, which will help both the offense and the defense. Here we go.
Zion Williamson hangs from the rim. White for 3. Williamson puts it in. Weatherington behind the back. Coast to coast. That's blocked from behind by the hustling Deloria. Here's the hit ahead to Williamson. Throws it down.
Championship 3 years ago, and he's trying to find a way to get his team back to that level.
Dangerous territory for Zion.
First half and turning those into 28 points on the other end of the floor. So Duke has been great doing the job defensively and turning those turnovers into points. And when you see what they're doing defensively, it only gives you really the sense that this team is going to get better as the season goes along.
Williamson with the easy
On the play, hustles in, gets a deflection, and knocks the basketball out of bounds, allowing Duke to set their defense.
You know, and it's that type of effort we're talking about. Here's Williamson, another inside-out dribble. Wow, that hang time's something else.
And the hang time is
11 dunks. Zion makes it a dozen.
Way here in Durham. Outstanding officiating crew tonight of Mike Eads, Roger Ayers, and Ron Groover. And a great matchup with Barrett and Langford on each other early. Double team on Williamson, doesn't matter. Maui against Gonzaga. Indiana's only loss was a 1-point defeat at Arkansas. Williamson on.
Giving up an easy result. If they break that initial pressure and try to score, they can get the matchup they want.
Williamson.
Jack White gets Duke extra possessions, and that's what I would call an inspiring hustle play.
That's a pretty good
Big bucket for Indiana. They needed a score.
freshman Rob Finney at the point, and he turns it over. And you know how that.
And somebody like guess messes up. I hear, yo, first time we're doing it. Yo, let's go figure eight.
And it's 1 and out.
R.J. Barrett already 15 points and 8 rebounds in the first half tonight.
And it's been efficient. He's not forced anything.
Williamson
having to go one-on-one and try to break the defense down individually. And they've got to do a much better job of being stronger and running something. When they get in a half-court situation, they got to run something, grab the ball and get loose balls. And this was all Duke in the first half.
basically hold it about a second and a half difference. It'll be Williamson getting inside, laying it in.
Grassroots summer tournaments they play in camps. So it's rare that the better players don't see each other a lot. What a move.
We've gotten a chance to watch them a lot in practice. We were with them on the Canada tour, saw them in the hotel. Here's
multiple chances for Duke. And finally,
after that matchup. Bolden couldn't get out to Brandon Clark out on the perimeter.
Clark, the transfer from San Jose State, has now made both of his threes so far this young. Delorier inside, kicks it back out. Barrett for three. And Williamson with the offensive rebound, spins by Hatch.
Ooh, just a one-dribble pull-up went right into the chest of Zion Williamson. Not necessarily to knock him back, but just to create enough space to rise up. And that was beautiful.
This is a very confident basketball team in Gonzaga. Number 3, the highest preseason ranking they've ever had.
Was taken at the end in a turnover.
Duke fans sensing a moment here, making more noise. Williamson right over. And it'll be Barrett bringing it up again for Duke, down by 11, 6.5 to go.
Still a double-digit lead for Gonzaga. They haven't had a ton of game pressure on them.
Wow, what a drive. Barrett, it's a 3, and it's well short. Wow, Williamson! Lead in this game was 2-0.
They can take the lead with a 3. There's Williamson in the middle.
Tie game.
So hard to deal.
Gets it. One-on-one with Delorier and turns it over. Barrett. Williamson. And stops.
A little bit of a zone look.
Floater Barrett short. Follow Williams.
God, Chumo Kiki couldn't block him out by himself. Led to an easy bucket. And the man now for Auburn. R.J. Barrett can see right over the top of Jared Harper.
Now it's 6'7", over about 5'9". Williamson inside.
By Zion Williamson. Just quick off the floor to be able to get that.
Barrett can't turn the corner. Brown stays with him. Williamson again. How do you? Delorier, good position. Williamson follows it.
And they turned into, toward the middle end of the season, a very good defensive team playing out of that zone. But this team, look out.
Get out of the way, Jay. Not by choice.
That was my choice.
Nearing the midway point of the second half. And Duke on its way to another huge offensive output. Spinning and finishing. Williams.
Who averages a team best almost 19 points a game.
Well, and that's, you throw that in there, Wes, and he only played 20 minutes against Goshen. Like, you know, Rob Murphy wanted to rest a lot of those guys. And that's a play you're going to be playing. Yeah. Where do you guys want to go?
That's how your career got started. You know, guys are playing. Here's Jones. Williamson. Oh. It's turning it over too much for Rob Murphy's liking here early.
Yeah, and, you know, like I said, even if you wind the shot clock down and get a miss, that's a better possession than turning the ball over early.
And he talked to us about live ball turnovers especially. Whoa!
That's his value. His father, Dave, a friend of mine, played here at Duke. Was a kind of a high flyer before knee injury. Foul issues.
Pulled away out of traffic. Here's Jones. Williamson. Scoop. Here's Paris. And that got turned over. Jones a little over the shoulder for Williamson. Come on.
They got TCU. They've got Kansas.
December 29th at Allen Fieldhouse.
Yeah, and then in the first 5 games of their tournament,
are in Senegal, Boubacar Touré. Now pressure from Paris out on Jones, who works with O'Connell, Barrett, Williamson, and Delorier. Here's Zion in the post. Up strong and scores.
Behind the bench, and he actually got to know Coach K pretty well through the national team because he would go to practices out there and
call it off.
Doug, and I think to get some shots to go early will calm you down in this environment.
So Josh Caldwell with the first 2 points of the afternoon. He's a freshman making his second career start. Zion Williamson gets the ball 20 feet away from the hoop. Cross court to Barrett. His second try also off the mark. Williamson tracks down the rebound, and he lays it in.
First TV timeout, right? I mean, it can't be 12-0 at the under 16 timeout.
Well, they have effectively traded baskets. We've had 3 ties so far. Williamson just wills himself. Alex O'Connell has also come in. Williamson just bigger than everybody else. Spartanburg, South Carolina. Over Marquise Bolden. The shot is no good by Lonnie Grayson. Zion.
Pass and a nice finish.
Over Zion. Josh Caldwell, the freshman out of Heath Woodhall High School in South Carolina, lost the basketball, and here come the Blue Devils. Barrett lays it up. Williamson throws it down. On it down. Kinker makes the score 44-42.
Army's execution has been impeccable in this half. And Duke has been somewhat complicit with their turnovers, and Army has really there. Guys jogging back in transition. Army had 2 putback opportunities.
Williamson able to get to the rim at White off the feed from Jones. Williamson on the reverse.
The matchup they want. It's hard to zone them. I mean, Kentucky the other night played 8 possessions of zone, and Duke scored 16 points out of it. So it's, you know, they're so versatile. And Coach K, as he told us yesterday, the mantra of their coaching staff is less is more. They're going to allow these guys to play. They only called about
3-handed finish.
There you can see we're 12 points in, and they have all been scored by freshmen. 7 of the 10 players in the game right now are in their first year of college basketball. Zion Williamson for playing here tonight.
Duke right now can switch everything 1 to 4. They've really disrupted this Kentucky offense.
Jack White and Zion
of getting quick scores. And they've taken Kentucky out of transition. They've made Kentucky a half-court team.
Still lots of time in the shot clock. 15 back into the hands of Jones. Barrett's got Green on him, a much smaller defender. Can they get him the ball in the post? Or they can do that. Barrett for 3. And another rebound by Jack White.
Well, he has been impactful as a role player off the bench.
Williamson, foot on the. All right, Laura, thank you. So Coach Cal has put out the guys he perceives to be the toughest group that he has. We're ready now for the start of the second half of this Sonic blockbuster.
It's really only one player off his starting lineup. He just replaced Tyler Hero with E.J. Montgomery.
And Williams
finished.
Travis Will.
Right now, the Wildcats have to string some stops together. Can't just be trading baskets.
Williamson. And again, the crowd wants a walk.
Yes, what a great steal.
Interested to see how these young guys would respond to this atmosphere. He told me, look, are they going to be making freshman mistakes, or the lights going to be too big for them? Are they going to be nervous? He said he wasn't.
Very efficient, rebounding, handling the ball, and finishing.
So you're going to see Duke now burn clock and then attack the last 16 seconds or so of the shot clock. They're not taking the air out of it. They just don't want to be in a hurry.